Hello, my name is Yangon, or you all can call me Marilyn.
So my name is Pipi Jotu. I am third year student. Major is English.
Hi guys, my name is Tong Ye Min, and you can also call me Ragu. And I'm 24 years old, and my hobby is playing games.
Hello everyone, my name is Lin Ta, and I'm third year student.
My name is Taisani Thong. I'm 19 years old and I love to watch TV.
So my name is Rohan Verma and I'm 18 years old and I like to reading books.
My name is Ao. You can call me Alex. I am 33 years old. I live in 33rd Street.
Hello everyone, my name is Thierry. I am working as a teacher.
In terms of English, there are multiple accents. And where do you guys think from the accents come from? You're basically from China. So if someone speaks from Singapore, you can understand. Basically, you guys are from different countries, but still you can understand. But English is not like that. You know, like Americans can't understand the British. Why do you think so? Even though they are speaking the same language.
Because their pronunciations, accents are different. That's why.
And why our pronunciation are different? Why our accent, Asian?
Because of the influence of our native language,
You're right.
we tend to talk in Burmese fluently, and when we try to talk a different language, we without our own awareness, we tend to use the accent of our native language. So I think that's
Right.
why.
Exactly. So when we are speaking a second language, the second language is actually emphasizing from our native language. So that is why the pronunciation is kind of different. And I personally think in the whole world, Japanese accent is the worst. Yeah. They kind of have the monosyllabic. So which means none of the word will be having a consonant sound. Every word will be having a consonant plus vowel sound. Yes. So the Japanese accent is the worst among all the accents. And which accent should we learn to make other people understand, like all the people, billions of people? Which accent is the best? We cannot use the Asian accent because Westerns can't understand the Asian accent. So which accent is the best from your perspective so that everybody can understand?
American.
Why do you think so?
It's easy to understand.
It's easy, but will everybody can understand that? I mean, maximum number of people in the world?
Yeah, I think
But then what about British? Because English was created in England, right?
Yeah.
It's not US.
Yeah.
you mean like
American
the English
English.
accent or every
The English accent, the English
accent.
British.
British. Why?
I mean, I'm asking, my question is like, that accent should be good and that accent should be understood by maximum number of people. Not everybody can understand. Maximum number of people.
Also, America is better.
And you guys have to give a good reason. Why do you think that accent is better?
Okay, I will go first. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, I think American accent because British. So English is there are three things for me. So there is American, there is Australians, and there is also British. So British people used to talk the accents differently. Bottle of water or anything like that. So yeah, that's like that. And Australian people, you can understand when they talk. Australian, they used to talk a lot and it can be very confusing. But when it comes to American, I think they tend to talk, slowly and it is easy to understand. And as in general, majority of the people knows English. So having the English accent, American accent, I think is the best. So yeah.
Right. And what do your other guys think?
I think American is mostly can fluence in economy also, and traditionally most of our young people love the American style, what they eat, we get influenced by them. That's why I think American can influence well, and most of the people love American movie, American food. I think they can influence well. That's why the American accent is better.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm good with American accent because I think it is very easy to understand more than British accent.
So I'm going with the American accent because in that accent, like they pronounce word clearly, and we can easily understand what they want to what we want to speak. So yeah.
For me, I go with American accent. It is very understandable. So, yes.
Please don't be American.
I agree with them because it's easy to pronounce for us and also easy to understand. That's the point, I think.
Yeah.
For me, I think it's an American accent.
Alright.
It's very easy to learn and understand. Yes.
Say you say car, right? It's not car, it's a car.
Ah, I see.
I mean, Burmese people will pronounce the C-A-R as car or car.
Ka.
That means Myanmar is following the British.
But we can influence by them. They was influenced with more
Yeah,
country here.
you're right.
Yeah.
You know, even India was also.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, British
Yeah.
people came. But you know, like in India, we created our own accent, Indian accent.
Yeah.
We created Indian accent. You know, like when Indian speaking, not in American or British can understand that. They kind of pronounce everything like syllabic, like they don't sound any T letter or P letter, and they don't emphasize everything like they're emphasizing their native language more.
Yeah.
You know, like Indian language all are like shouting. It's like
Yeah.
our tones are big. All Indian languages. So does they speak English. So they speak English with more louder and louder.
So, from your point of view, well, which accent do you think is the best?
Yeah, as you guys said, the American accent is the best because like a lot of countries were occupied by the British people in the past, but now we are in 2024.
Yeah.
So after 5 to 10 years, everything will become American. So
Sure.
there'll be a thing that only if you go to England, that a British accent will be used. So in other countries, everything will be American. And as you can see, all Hollywood movies are produced from US.
Yes, yeah.
And as he said, all the songs are produced from the US.
Yeah.
I mean, UK is also producing, but only little is being exposed in our countries, like Asian countries.
Yeah.
Have you guys watched Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Harry Potter is the only movie which is come
British.
from British. All Harry Potter characters will be speaking British accent. But not all characters are from UK. They are from US. But to produce that movie, they learned the British accent and they spoke British accent in that movie. And another ship, there is a movie with ship, right? One ship, I don't know that name.
The Lord of the Rings.
No, ship. Titanic.
Titanic.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Titanic. That movie is also a British one.
British one, yeah.
So all the other movies are based on the American one. Apart from these two movies, I mean, only these two movies are popular in our region.
Yeah.
So only these two movies have the British accent.
Yeah.
So that means you can understand that. All the other movies are from US. That means when we watch those movies, we have to know the American accent to understand them. Within England, we have like multiple accents within England. Not one accent will be followed throughout the
And
country.
there's also like Wales, Iceland, not Iceland, Scotland. So
Ireland.
Ireland is the difficult accent in English. So when they speak, it's not even English. We cannot understand even one word, even though you are so fluent in English.
yeah.
Irish accent is the hardest one among all the English accents. So have you guys ever exposed to a lot of different accents? I mean, have you guys heard anyone talking
Yeah, I've
apart
heard-
from American or?
Yeah, British singer Adele. She talks so fast in Cockney accent. I think.
All right. So that means, from your perspective, which was the sexiest accent?
Sexiest accent. From English accent.
Yeah, from English.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
The sexiest English accents.
Maybe French.
French accent. Okay.
French.
So have you exposed to French English accent?
No, I haven't. But I think they don't sound R sounds.
I mean, they kind of have the R sound.
Yeah.
Ra into R sound. Russian.
Russian.
How are you? Yeah. Russian accent is the angry tone when someone wants to angry.
And also, I think the German also, right?
Yeah, German will sound rough in German,
Yeah.
but when they speak English, it will not be aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
But Russians are so aggressive. It's like they wanted to eat us.
Yeah.
Right, so what about other people's? I mean, sexist accent.
Hey, what you doing? What's the Celsius?
Okay, so
Yeah.
teen, American teen slang.
Yeah. I'm American teen.
Your teen? I mean teen.
Teenager.
T
T-E-E-N.
and teen.
Yes, I'm teen.
I mean, not all Americans will speak like that. Only teens will speak.
And I also think Italy. I'm not sure about that, but the Italy people also, tends to speak
Italy,
so soft.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Australia.
Oh,
Australia.
I doubt that. I'm not sure about that.
Why do you think?
Why do you think I have Bluffing from Rose? He is an Australian and he sounds like really cute and sexy, I think.
That's
Do you guys know the official language of US? For example, Myanmar's official language is Burmese.
Shouldn't it be English?
No.
French.
No.
Latin.
US official language.
Spanish?
Nope.
Native American?
Let's see who is correct.
What is the
Do you think it's Chinese?
official language of USA? United States, right? The
Yeah,
official
United
language
States.
of
The United States of America.
No, that is the Native American. Any guesses? Anyone?
Latin? It's a dead language. Nope.
Yeah.
Nobody can place official language, a dead language as official.
The Latin language has.
You're right. I mean, Latin is dead actually. I mean, there is no native speakers. Still they are learning, but there is no native speakers. So it's a dead language. If there are native language speakers only, we call them language. If there are no native speakers, then we call it dead language.
So the answer is no. That is not the Latin language.
Okay.
So any other
So nobody, no?
English.
No way.
Okay, let's go from here. So, which one do you think is?
Maybe rock, I will say.
Yeah, okay, let me give you a hint. In US, the most spoken language are, as you can see, English, then Spanish, then, as you can see, there are a lot of Chinese people out there, so Chinese is the next dominant language, then French. 3-4 languages are popular among US.
Yes, but what is a native language?
No, not Indian language. The official language of a country.
Language. I have no idea. So which is the language? Oh, so you mean like these words are official language? Or
Nope.
no, just one.
Well, like, is that your answer?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Okay, so let me tell you the answer. US doesn't have an official language. That's the answer.
There are a lot of people.
In the whole world, on the country which doesn't have official language is US. Many people, since US is like English dominant, everybody think English is the official. But actually, reality is US doesn't have anything.
Great Britain.
Great Britain, England, and United Kingdom.
I think the United Kingdom is about all the countries, like Scotland, Wales, and England, and they are surrounding the surrounding islands,
Yes,
And then there is the
Ireland.
United Kingdom, and then
You missed one country, another country.
there's Wales, Scotland, England.
What country he missed? I mean, United Kingdom.
So there's Wales, Scotland, Ireland. Yeah, I think yeah.
No, Ireland is a
Northern
country.
Ireland.
Yes, he's right.
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
What's the
Northern.
difference between UK and
Yeah, that's my question. You guys have to answer.
UK short for United Kingdom?
Three words. Great Britain, England, United Kingdom. United Kingdom answer is okay. There are 4 countries. 4 countries included is called United Kingdom. Northern Ireland, then Scotland,
Wales.
then Wales, then
Then
England.
England.
These 4 countries combined, we call them United Kingdom.
And then there is Great Britain. So what is Great Britain? London? Oh, wait. I think it is Scotland, Wales, and England.
You're right.
Right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So Great Britain.
So we will remove the country Northern Ireland, and this part is called Great Britain.
Great Britain. Yeah.
If we include Northern Ireland, it's called United Kingdom.
And then there is UK. UK is just England.
UK is a shorter form of United Kingdom.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, yeah.
And England. England is just that country. And within England also we have 2 accents. So there is an accent called London accent, then UK accent. So as he said, bottle of water is actually United Kingdom's accent. But in London accent they will say bottle of water. Yeah, that's London accent, that's not UK. So that means this page is called Queen's language. I mean, the bottle of water is actually Queen. Queen is the one who ordered people to speak like this. Back then, every British people was speaking like this, bottle of water. But then Queen introduced the T letter. Hey guys, you have to pronounce the T, the Queen. So that is why we British people often pronounce these language as Queen language. So only Queen will speak like bottle of water. So then every British was following her order. When they are at home, they will say bottle of water. But when they are outside at the home, they will say bottle of water.
But the Queen is dead.
Yeah, still they are following because pride, right?
Yeah.
Is our queen, so we have to follow.
Yes.
Where is the mic?
How do you learn from YouTube or with teachers or like?
How do you start? Those languages? Like I love the languages I learned, but like 7, 3 or 4 words I stop and I change another. 7, 3 or 4 words I change another. Now I'm talking bonjour and I'm becoming Kwarasha and I'm becoming Sawadika. I'm changing another. And like how did you practice for a long time? And how do you start? Which discipline like that?
Yeah, everything was through internet only. Like as you said, YouTube and some other websites, Google, and I referred some books, language books, and there was no actual people, but I will still meet them on Discord, or on. There was a website called Omegle, which is banned right now, but I was speaking on Omegle with strangers from other countries, and I practice those languages. But I practice with my classmates actually.
Classmate.
That's more than enough for me.
Yes.
But originally I had my books on the internet, and yeah, like Wikipedia, those websites helped me. And back then YouTube was not that much. There was no resource on YouTube. Right now, if you look into any language, there will be some resources in YouTube. But back then, when I was young, when I was learning, when my journey was started, there was no kind of resources like that. So books was the only thing which I had as a resource. And yeah, some websites, a few websites I learned from.
Thank you. I want it.
So yeah, like I probably know about 4 languages and I can speak, but I cannot write it. So I'm just trying to make it add more, like add a new language. I kind of like it won't be like French or maybe Spain. So how should I schedule my duration about that one? So like
Duration.
How
Yeah.
will
Alright.
you learn?
yeah, like for learning that one, how how should I make it time for preparation and other
Okay.
stuff?
So you're planning to learn on your own, or with some teachers
By own.
by own?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means you need to have a good resource first. So good resource is the first point. And if you have good resources, then you can learn on your own. But if you think you have that much good resource, then teachers are the best way to approach. Even if you speak that language, it will be completely useless.
Yeah, wasting time.
So that is why if you have good resources, then you can start on your own. Otherwise, you should approach teachers or your friends or colleagues who are good at that.
Choose a good master. That is what he's trying to say.
Yeah, and are you a slow learner or fast learner?
What?
Are you a slow learner or a fast learner?
Maybe slow.
Okay, so that means you have to take much time per day, like 2 hours, take 2 hours. And if you feel like you don't have that much time per day, just take like half an hour in the morning, and another half an hour in the afternoon, and another half an hour in the evening, and another half an hour in night. You can take that. Or if you think you have a time, then you can study for 2 hours continuously. For example, if you're so busy on a particular day, at least you have to practice for 5 minutes. There should be a touch within that language.
Yeah.
If there is no touch, then you will forget the languages little by little.
And also you will lose interest. So yeah.
Anyone?
I'm like, I'm lost of it.
So if you're 2 hours, practice 1 hour Spanish and practice another hour in French. You can learn simultaneously. Like, for example, if you're learning how are you in these two languages, learn the French word and the Spanish one. Like, you can compare these languages and study. So that will be easy. Instead of learning full French, and after learning French, then you're going to Spanish will be much harder. But when you're learning these two languages, like comparing, then you can learn it easily.
Okay, so yeah, I also have a question. So I believe you mentioned that you have mastered a full 40 language, right? So how do you keep up with that language? You know, for example, if I know Chinese, maybe if I go and study for another, like let's say 38 more languages, do you still remember the Chinese? Do you lose touch, or
Yeah.
how do you keep up with remembering all of these 40 languages?
I'm still practicing every day.
Okay. So
Yeah, I'm still keeping on practice because I'm a human too.
Yeah.
So if I'm not having touch with any other languages, I will forget that eventually. So I need to have contact with those languages. Like, for example, just a simple message or on social media, I have to, for example, you guys are consuming social media on Burmese or English, like that I will consume social media in multiple languages, just like a text or a short video.
Yeah.
Or a long video or even article in that language.
Yeah.
So I will expose to all the languages and I practice for 5 minutes for each languages. So yeah. But there are some language which I haven't practiced for a while. There was no speakers right now.
Yeah.
So yeah. Eventually I might have forgotten some words in that language.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm human too. So that's why.
Yeah, so it's also about the people that you interact with.
It's just like a practice. Practice is needed. So even if you know something, and even if you master at it, if you didn't have contact with that, you might lose that ability in a few days.
Yeah.
I'm eager to know how did you use and convert this language, and how did you learn
How?
to be a professional? I want to know this.
First I'll start with the alphabet. That's the thing. And after I learn the alphabet, I'll try to imitate the native speakers, because speaking a language is not that much good, but speaking a language like a native is a good thing. So after I learn the alphabet, I focus on the pronunciations, the accent, as a native speaker. And then I try to learn some basic phrases, survival phrases like how are you, good morning, good afternoon, like that. And then I learn some grammar, pronouns, articles, and that kind of stuffs. And I try to create sentences after that. After creating sentences and writing, I'll try to speak those languages by myself. And after I get some confidence in that language, I will try to meet up with any native speakers on online, or if I have any classmate, or yeah, that's how I learned it. But when I'm starting a language, it'll be difficult. But as I progress more in that language, I kind of feel like I'm in heaven. I mean, if I order in a restaurant to the waiter, for example, let's say Spanish. If I order food in Spanish and the waiter understood me and he doesn't switch to English, it's not because like I'm stuck at Spanish, so waiter think like, okay, let's speak English to this guy. So he will not switch. That means I will be in a cloud nine.
Yeah.
Can you understand that?
Yeah.
So yeah, those are the happiest moments when you learn another language. Maybe if you learn a new language, you will encounter happiest moment like that.
Do you have any secrets to learn a language
Secrets.
in a short time?
Secrets.
I mean, like more tips.
Yeah, tips,
Tips. Yeah.
Right. Tips.
Because I want to be professional in English, but my English level not improve in a short
Okay.
time. Yes.
Tips are like, I don't have any secrets. I just like learn it manually, the straightforward way. So yeah, you just have to familiarize more and more with that. For example, let's say, do you speak Chinese at your home with your friends? You have Chinese friends or Burmese friends?
She speaks with your family.
Both. Okay, so that means you should stop speaking in Burmese and Chinese. So just speak in English with your family members, your friends, everybody. For example, if you're consuming social media, consume English medias. If you're watching YouTube, watch English vlogs instead of Burmese videos or Chinese videos. And when you're chatting in Viber or something, chat in English instead of using like Changlish and Myanglish. Yeah, so just type in English. And when you're meeting with them, even if your friends or family member don't know English that much, you still need to speak. Or if they didn't understand, just use sign language like this. Take it, like you can use the sign language, but you should not use the Burmese word or Chinese word. So that means you will be exposing to English culture. Because the easiest way, as you ask the secret, the easiest way is to learn some languages is to go to that country and live there for 3 months, then you'll be fluent. That's the secret. Yeah, so if I pack you to US and you can speak within 3 months, like a native. But yeah, not everyone can move to US or something. So what we have to do is, we have to bring US in our home. How do you do that? How do you do that? So that means we have to expose to the US things. For example, if you are watching news, or you watch English news, if you're watching movies, English movies, if you're listening to songs, English songs, it should be. No Burmese song, no Chinese song. And if you're reading newspaper, read English newspaper. So everything, whatever we are saying, and if it's in Burmese or Chinese, just change into English. That's the thing. That's the best way to expose to the language, so that you will get more vocabularies and more sentences, patterns, everything you will get now. So since you're using Burmese and Chinese in your day-to-day life, you're feeling much weaker in English. It's your native language, so you won't forget actually. So just change to English in your day-to-day life. Is your phone language in English or in Burmese or Chinese? The phone language. Phone.
Language. As a Burmese.
Burmese. Then that's the first thing you have to do. You have to change it in English. Your phone should be.
How to be professional in this place?
Professional?
How to improve level?
Level.
Yes.
To improve level, we have to use the advanced vocabularies, something. Yeah, you have to memorize more vocabularies which are related to, for example, start. Start is a basic word in English, and if you use commons is an advanced word in English. So you have to learn it by heart. That's the thing. So start using some advanced words instead of the basic words. Then you will be leveling up. But just do this trick. Practice for 1 month and see the result. Okay? Take a 30 days challenge. Okay, 30 days challenge from tomorrow onwards or anything, any day you prefer.
I have a question. When you recite Quran, can you understand the meaning?
Quran is like old Arabic.
Yes.
So it's like literature, which is 1,000 years ago, right?
Oh.
So it's completely different from the Arabic which people are speaking right now. And even in the newspaper or news channel, the Arab will not speak like the Quran because it's much older.
Yes.
When the world is created, the Quran arrived, right? So it was much older version. So we call them classical Arabic. So whenever when you're encountering old languages, there'll be 3 things. One is classical language and written language and spoken language. There'll be 3 things. But if the language is not that much old, then there'll be only 2 things, which is written language and spoken language. Yeah, for example, Tamil is also an old language. That means there'll be three kind of classical Tamil. Even Tamilians cannot understand the old books, very old books. There is a book called Tirukural. Those books and all, we cannot understand 100%.
Yes.
But we can understand like 20 to 30%, but cannot understand, even though I'm Tamilian. Yeah, so those are very old.
Very old-fashioned.
Yes, and the words have derived. I mean, they have changed according to the generation.
Time.
Yep, please.
Germany and Spain, Italy, French. Which language will be most popular in the future, and what language would you like the best?
In future, so if you're planning to be in a part of Europe, 3 languages are important. One is French and German and Spanish. If you know these 3 languages, then you can travel all around the Europe countries. For example, if you go to Russia, you don't have to learn Russian. They speak German as a second language. Yeah, so like that. So for example, if you're traveling to Spain, Spanish is needed. And if you go to Italy, the language spoken in Italy is Italian. But every Italian people can speak Spanish as a second language. So if you're planning to go any European countries, 3 languages are needed: Spanish, French, German. Yeah. And if you know Spanish, you can also cover South America countries. And also the North America. In the US, after the English, Spanish is the dominant language.
Yeah. So, what do you think about like Korean and Thailand? Because as in Myanmar, a lot of people, there is a majority of people who are familiar with the languages like Indian and also Chinese and also English and then Korean and then the Thai. So, among that, which essence do you think is like great if you go to Western country or things like that?
I mean, their English accent?
No.
Are you asking?
The accent, the way that they speak. If we had to use that accent.
I mean, these people. When these people speak English, you mean, right? Or that language, the target language?
Their language.
Their language, okay.
Yeah. So among that, as in Myanmar, there are a lot of languages that we are familiar with. Not familiar with, that we got to interact with.
Okay.
So like we have like Indian, also Chinese, there are also Thai and also Korean because and also Japanese because a lot of people here are learning this language to work abroad and to go to foreign countries.
All right.
So among these languages, which one do you think is the best if we are to travel the world? I mean, like you can use
among these languages.
English. Yeah.
From these languages.
Yeah.
Well, then I would probably pick Chinese.
Chinese, yeah. I agree as well.
Yeah. Because the population. There are only 8 billion, but Chinese people are 1.5. 1.5. So if you know Chinese, we can dominate all the 1.5 people. And also in Malaysia, Malay people will speak Malay, and their second language will be Chinese. So yeah, so we can travel a lot of countries. Chinese would be the best among Thai, Khmer, Burmese. So these languages are not that much. I mean, for example, if I learn Thai, I cannot use Thai anywhere in the world, only in the Thailand.
Yeah.
Even Burmese also like that. And Laos, and
So what do you think about Indian language?
Indian language. And Indian language,
Like Hindi,
Hindi.
Tamil.
Hindi is the dominant language in India.
Yeah, but well, okay. So apart from Chinese, which one would you pick?
Apart from Chinese, Hindi.
Hindi. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I mean, India, exactly.
the population
Because of the
as well.
population.
That's a huge factor.
And there is a country, apart from India, where Hindi is spoken. Do you guys know that? Apart from India.
There's a country.
Nepal.
Nepal.
Nepal? No.
Sri Lanka.
Nepali, the language is Nepali.
Sri Lanka is more familiar with Tamil than Hindi. Yeah.
Sri Lanka.
No, I don't think so.
It's much smaller country. So small.
So small.
Okay, let me give you a hint. The first letter will start with F.
Finland.
Finland. Hindi is spoken in Finland.
Sorry. Okay.
I'm not good at geography.
Okay. All
So it
right.
is in Asia or
Yes, it's in Asia.
that's hard.
So F.
Yeah, that it starts with letter F. Master, do you know?
Fiji Island.
Oh, Fiji.
Yeah.
Fiji Island.
First time.
First time. Hindi is spoken.